In front of me is a THL T7, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks that you can do on this device. So starting off, we'll begin with the mirror vision. So let's open up the settings and then go into the display. As you can see, is the first option, and tap on the little three bars right here, extend it, and from here you have basically a picture mode, which is how saturated the image is. You can tap on it, whatever you like. Custom one, you would have to create one. Vivid just makes the colors a little bit more pop out in a way. All it does is just increases the saturation, I believe. So let's keep it on this. And then also when you go down, you have dynamic contrast. And you get a little preview of an image. And when you turn it on, you can see basically the difference in it, or probably more visible basically when you disable it for some reason. Basically now it's enabled and now it's disabled. It just makes it, I guess, when you disable it, you can see like the white filter over it. So once again, I can demonstrate it. So you can just keep it on or off depending on how you like it. So that's one thing. Now moving on, we're gonna go into the daydream settings. And if I remember correctly, it's also in the display settings. So daydream, as you can see right here, there's not very many options that it can have, but basically, for instance, I would say clock is probably the best one. And when you tap on the settings, you can change the style, analog or digital. And what it will do is whenever the device is plugged in, for instance, like now, whenever it would be plugged in, or if you set to dock or either, then whenever the device is either docked or plugged in, it will turn on basically this. I would say it's fairly useful. Let's say if you're using this as a little nightstand clock in a way. So when you plug the phone to charge, you can see that basically the time of the phone, and it will basically look like it is right now. You can also change it to some other things like just colors, which seems, in my opinion, not very useful in any way. But just if you ever wanted to have rainbow colors on your phone for no reason, then there it is. But you also have a photo frame, which I can't really demonstrate because I don't have any photos to select. But if I would even choose, actually maybe screenshots. I think there's a screenshot, so it might actually show something. Now if I would enable it, it should show me a screenshot. I'm not sure, we'll see. Anything? Let's see if I can do it like this. Okay, as you can see now it's displaying screenshots. You can add what you want it to display by tapping on the little gear icon right here and choosing. But I only have screenshots, so that's the only thing I could have shown. And then you have photo table, which I believe has the same kind of thing. It just shows a couple of photos, I think, or yeah, it just drops photos, as you can see, and you can interact with it. So let's get out of this one. Okay, so moving on, we're gonna go into the password. Basically make it invisible in a way. And as an example, let's see if I can quickly find something where I would require to log in. Where's the Play Store? Yeah, so if I go into Play Store, so let's first connect to the network. Actually, network will be a good example. So as you can see, if I have a protected network and I tap on it and I start typing a letter, whatever the password is, the first letter is always visible. And to disable that, we can go into let's go to settings, and let's go into the security right here. And then you should see make password visible. Just flip it off And now if we go back to, as an example, to my Wi-Fi typing, as you can see, the first digit or letter is always a dot. It doesn't display a first letter. So a fairly nice way to secure your device, let's say you're on a public transport, so people don't peek over your shoulder and see your password if you don't want them to. It's just automatically a dot. So moving on, we're gonna go into the schedule basically power on and off. And phone should be powered on and off, a simple reboot around once a week, so the device functions better. Also improves the battery life and a couple other things. It's a fairly good thing to do for the device if you want to use it for longer. And to do it, there's a way to enable it, and let's go down. I think it's, yep, at the bottom you will see schedule power on and off. And by default it has added basically a enable time of 7 a.m. and power off at 8:30 p.m. from Monday through Friday. You can of course tap on it and keep it as it is and basically power it on and off every single day from Monday through Friday, or you can just tap on it here and then choose repeat and select, for instance, only, let's say, Saturday, and disable every other day. And then you can choose the time that you want to. So you can choose it, let's say, for like 11, let's say, and tap on done. And power on, for instance, on Saturday, so it powers on next morning, and we can choose that like 5, for instance. And now the device would shut off at Saturday at 11 p.m. and turn on at Sunday at 5 in the morning. So that's one thing. And now the last thing that I want to show is the developer options. And as you can see, they already are enabled, but if you don't have them enabled, what you would want to do is go into the About Phone and go down to build number, right? I think it is. Yep. And you will get this message after tapping it for 7 times. You are now a developer. And if you go back, you will have this option visible here. And from here, what you want to do is, in my opinion, the best thing is to reduce the animation speed and scale. So as you can see, if I would close this, it has a little minimization effect, or kind of like it slides down. And when you open it, like so, it kind of lifts back up. If you close it, I think it'll, does the same thing. So for instance, I reduce this to off. Now it will not have any kind of animation. It will just pop in and out. And also the little window that you can see right now, it has like a fade in and out. You can change it to, let's say, 0, and now it should be instant. Or just as an example, I'm gonna set it to ×10, and now you should see how long it takes for it to open. And same thing goes with everything else. You can set the other two also to ×10 and ×10. Just gonna choose this. And now if I leave this, you can see it going really slowly and opening up again also really slowly. So it's a nice feature. I would advise it to probably keep it on half speed or something around like 0. One is by default, so ×1 is the default settings if you don't want to mess around with it. So that would basically finish up the top tweaks that I can do. And if you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.